Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Armored Warfare replay. I am your host, Bjorn, and this is PvE on Operation Hydra. I am teamed up here with Snitty. Uh, he has an M1A1 Storm, and Harry, who also has an M1A1 Storm, and David Bowie, who has a Centauro 105. And I am in the Object 187. It is a Tier 7 premium tank. This is just the regular Object 187. It's not the Red Dragon model, or Gold Dragon model, or whatever. It's not the Dragon model. Don't mind me, I'm shit. So this tank would be produced from the mid to late 80s. That's when the trials would be. Understand this vehicle's in still has a lot of secrecy behind it. Because Soviet Russia. So there you go. There's how the vehicle looks. Good solid machine. Very reminiscent of what the T90 looks like. Anyway, let's give you some history of the vehicle that I do have. It is crewed by 3, a commander, a gunner, and a driver. It weighs in at 50 metric tons. The turret and hull front is made of composite and explosive reactive armor. And the sides and rear are made of rolled homogeneous steel. As you can see, the side also has cage armor here and some additional armor plating. It is armed with a 125 millimeter 2 A46M smoothbore gun powered by an A-85-2 diesel engine that produces 1,200 horsepower. The Object 187 ran parallel to the Object 188. We now know of it as T90. The ERA at the time was the new Malahit ERA, which is a prototype to the current Rail kit, Really kit. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And the Shatura APS. Work on the tank was conducted by Ural Design Bureau, the same bureau that worked on the T-72. And they undertook massive efforts to have the tank adopted, but would lose out to the Object 188, the T-90. In the end, the Object 187 proved to be a very capable machine. According to the chief designer, Vladimir Potkin, that's not Putin, that's Potkin, Object 187 should have become the foundation for design and future of more advanced and powerful Soviet tanks. Currently, Object 187 remains for rebuild at Kubinka Tank Museum. It's very unfortunate. I actually found the photographs of the real Object 187 where it currently sits at Kubinka. And essentially it sits there falling apart and rotting away. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully one day they'll actually restore the vehicle. So in game here, what you have is you have your typical Russian vehicle. It does have a powerful engine. It's not extremely heavy. It's got explosive reactive armor. It's got a powerful gun. The one thing I'll point out though is I really wouldn't fire this gun on the move a lot, unless it's close range engagements. It does work for close range engagements. I don't know if I'd highly recommend it for long range engagements. The gun depression is not the best, but you can make it function. It's definitely very mobile, and that's actually one of the key winning factors for me of this vehicle. The armor's not the thickest, but it is functional. It does withstand some abuse. Basically it plays like any T-72 or T-90 tank. And comparing it to the T-90 tank, which also feel very good. There's some aspects about the 187 that feel just a little bit better than the T-90. There we go. Going to engage a Bradley here. Now, right now, to the Bradley, I'm actually hulled down. There we go. Just going to keep lurching forward here. Do a bit of ramming there, just to make me feel good. It actually does ram pretty. It does do pretty good ramming if you really got this thing booking at a pretty good clip. Now we're kind of taking hits from all over the place, but I am actually holding my own. Trying to keep the vehicle moving so that way the enemy vehicles here can't get a good target bead on anything specific on my vehicle. Unfortunately, just bounced a Sabo around there. Let another run. The rate of fire actually is pretty good. I do have a breach block, however, on this. The rate of fire on it is just under 9 seconds without the breach block. And with the breach block, it's just a pinch over 8 seconds. So the rate of fire is actually pretty good on this machine. Got another enemy vehicle here behind me. Unfortunately, I bounced. Made my tracks eat that shot. Not getting a very good shot at this T-80. There we go. Got another good hit there.
Identify target warehouse. Clear out the defenders and capture the area.
As you can see here, I'm actually doing a pretty good job of really keeping ahead of my team here as much as I can. Pretty much this is what the machine is. It's mobility with a good mix of armor and a decent gun. I would say if anything is a letdown of the vehicle, it's really the aim time, and that's really about it. It does handle up the things pretty well otherwise. Made to eat my track again. We got a Stingray 2 here.
Identify. Hostile tank.
There we go. Got a Thunderbolt 2. Bouncing some shots. We're getting hauled down by this dead tank. Gonna run now. Pop some smoke.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
Got the secondary there. Right now I'm trying to bum rush for the secondary objectives. Hopefully my team's doing a good job of keeping them busy. There's the last objective. All right, now I've actually been able to flank completely around to the enemy's rear. So we're gonna get the gun loaded here. Get in some action. Right now I'm just peeking. I'm trying to keep an eye on that C1. I don't want to really get shot by that C1 lieutenant. He fired. There we go. I fired a shot and got a penetration. I'm actually using heat ammunition, but I actually do have his rear and rear turret right now. There we go. There's the C1 lieutenant. Close in and get the last of these kills before time runs out.
Target eliminated.
Okay, now the last enemy here. Oh, and I missed that shot. And there's the squishy. And there we go. Got the W here. Let's pop open the results. And here's the results here. We got 18,573 damage with 12 enemy vehicles spotted and 11 destroyed. Got myself a target Indy Blue Star and still actually made really decent credits and XP for not having premium time at the time of this game. And as you can see, I finished top damage overall and still racked in some pretty good spotting and got myself 12 kills. So not a bad match for my Object 187. I do have to admit, I highly recommend this vehicle. It's been a pleasure playing this vehicle. Very solid machine. Have it everywhere that it counts the most. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this machine. It is definitely worth it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and I will see you again sometime.